$1,000 property. Your down payment is $75,000. Here, I think we're putting down 36. So that's point one. Point two is it would go in my debt to income ratio or my paydex score if I used my LLC. So there's no DTI gain from this whatsoever. So you go 300K into debt, but there's no change to your DTI. That would change if I bought a property normally. So we got the down payment, we got the DTI and lack of qualification process. And then the third thing is the rate at which we pay it down. So if you were to get a loan nowadays at $300,000, your pay down monthly would probably be about $200 per month, and the rest would disappear to interest. Whereas here, not only is my payment like a quarter of that, but it goes down faster. So it's absolutely insane. The fact that I can pay it down faster with a quarter of the payment is ridiculous. And then as far as the return on investment goes, I entered this deal for $41,000. And as you said, I make about $6,500 per year. $6,500 divided by $41,000 is a 15.8% cash on cash return. So I'm paying it down without interest. I get a 15.8% return on investment, which is 6 points above the stock market. I don't have a qualification process. I don't have a debt to income ratio, and I put down half of what I'd have to put down normally. So there's just a plethora of reasons that I myself buy properties like this and that my buyers buy properties like this. It's a total slam dunk for us.
Okay, perfect. And then so let's fast forward 7 years, 6 years, whatever our balloon payment is. How does that process work?
Oh, I'm going to refinance it. So I have a house in Omaha, Nebraska. It was listed for $385,000. I paid $450,000, but because I pay it down 0% interest, I'm going to have enough equity to refinance it at the balloon. So essentially, let's say your property or your client's property is worth, what do you think is pretty safe? 420 in 6 years? Probably about 420, 430. I think that's a pretty reasonable estimate, assuming 5 or 6% appreciation. Even if it's $400,000, yeah, I think 400 is really conservative. But I can pull 75% out of any property. So if I go to the bank and I'm like, hey, Mr. Bank, I have a 100K property. What can I pull out of that property on a loan for 30 years? They say 75% of what it's worth. And I say, okay, house is worth $400,000. How much can you give me? They say 300. I think I'm going to owe you 260 at that time. So the house would literally have to go down in value for me not to be able to refinance you out. And it's not based on a sale because as you're seeing now, we can never really anticipate when a sale is going to happen.
Correct.
So it's a refinance. I can plan a refinance. I can't plan a sale, if that makes sense. And I always base that on, let's say the property doesn't go up in value at all. Let's say it's worth $350 in 6 years. 75% of 350 is 262, which is exactly what we owe you. So it should be no problem whatsoever to refinance you guys out of the deal, given how quickly we pay it down and the refinance being the exit strategy rather than a sale.
Okay, perfect. And then on the seller's safety side of this, right? So there's the you called it a deed in lieu.
Yeah, there's two words for it: deed in lieu and deed of trust. And there's even a third way to structure that as well.
Okay, so there's that situation. Now, like when it comes to seller finance deals, I'm going to reference that because I know a lot better. The seller holds a first position on the loan.
Exactly.
Meaning that if you take out a second loan on the property, that the first position needs to be paid off first.
Exactly. But I couldn't take out a loan on this. So I couldn't take out a loan because I'm over leveraging the back end. So I'm paying over market value. So if I showed the bank like, hey, I owe $320,000 on this, they'd be like, man, this thing's worth 300. I'm not giving you a loan. so I couldn't take out a loan, but yes, absolutely. They are in first position.
So they're still holding the first position loan piece of this. The only difference is that you're making money in a very different format than what traditional people make the money.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I have a better understanding of this. I'm assuming you recorded this call as well. Can you go ahead and send me the recording? That way I can go over this in my head a little bit more and present this to the seller in a way that not only do I understand it, but I can make sure that they understand it as well.
Yeah, and how educational, because yes, you're right. We do have about 400 people listening right now. So I go live every single day and I teach people how to do this. We got 8. If you watch my video from today, we had 8 closings, all wholesale in the past week. And that doesn't even include the one that I bought either. So it's just watch the video because I post all of the checks and the deals. It's pretty insane. But yes, as far as this phone call, it's actually currently on YouTube, but it won't be uploaded until the stream ends. So this will be there, and this was the beginning of the stream. So the first, I think we literally start the stream with me on the phone with you.
Nice. Yeah, no, because I saw that one, I had already found you yesterday. Basically, as soon as we got off the phone is when I had found you. And was listening to the remainder of your calls and seeing how business was done, what y'all were doing, what you were talking about.
What you think? Am I doing an okay job?
That's where it's like I didn't know. I was trying to understand what that process was and the way that, one, y'all made money, and two, how the seller continued to be in a safe position.
Exactly. Yeah. In a scenario like this, as safe as can be, first position, if I miss payments, house goes back without foreclosure in a 2-month time frame. And the other thing that your seller may want to consider is this is not a taxable event for them. You don't pay taxes on money that you haven't received. So your seller, I know that we were kind of talking about his return and we upped the price for that. But one thing to mention to him is, you've sold your house for $360, but you're not paying taxes on $360. You're paying taxes on your $30K. So money that you haven't received can't be taxed. That's why I sell my houses like this.
Understood. I don't fully grip that piece of it, but when I'm not a tax expert, it's not my job to fully understand.
Well, just Google it. If you have accounts receivable over a long period of time, or really any period of time, you cannot be taxed on that figure until you receive it. So the purpose of seller finance from a seller's perspective, we already went over it from the buyer's perspective, but it's to avoid taxes. It's to only be taxed on the down payment and not the other amount. So, the income he gets is $500 per month. So every single time he gets those payments of $500 a month, it's taxed as $500 per month would be, rather than 20% capital gains tax on $360,000. So it avoids the taxes for him quite well. And he can plan a 1031 exchange for the balloon payment when he gets it. So he has effectively 6 years to say, okay, I know I'm going to receive $250,000 and I can line up an investment over the next 6 years to fully avoid taxes.
Understood.
Anyways, I have so many other agents to yap at here, but this conversation is going to be uploaded on YouTube in about 2.5 hours when the stream ends. And yeah, you can play it back and all of those objections will be there.
Perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you too. Let me know of any others that are sitting on the market and need an overlist price offer.
Absolutely. I'll take care of it. Talk
to
you
later.
Later.
Bye-bye. Dude, Ryan, if you're watching this, I appreciate you, man. This is awesome. This is really awesome. We did one of these, I don't know, maybe like 3 years ago. This type of deal, pretty rare. You rarely get sellers of single family houses to agree to seller financing, but I did have one happen. The address was 1068 Venture Court in Punta Gorda, Florida. The price was $330,000, $25,000 down, $500 per month. And Jason Bates, who you can find on Instagram in my followers list, $25,000 assignment fee. It was beautiful. That's because it's quite rare. It's quite rare for us to find a seller who's willing to seller finance a single family, largely because they need the proceeds from that to go buy their next property. But your seller's in a unique position, so really happy we could get this done. And then Yusuf, our wholesaler who found that. This is awesome. This is awesome. And honestly, you're just ripping, man. You're just ripping. You guys want to see Yusuf's assignment fees over the past week? It's pretty crazy. Check this out. This is a check from our lawsuit from Mr. Randy Hodge. Thank you. But look, wasn't that crazy, Chris?
Yeah, that was great.
Dude, I clipped the last 8 minutes. I can DM it to you. Oh, see you. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Text Dan and Hunter and Nick and see if they...
Yeah, I'll bet everybody.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be really fun, dude. All right, John, that's enough. Okay, guys, check this out. These are some assignment fees. I'll show Discord. Only 196 in here. Hey, that's 198, Josimar. Okay, guys, check these out. Oh, wait, that's not it. Where'd it go? Oh, is it this one? What the heck? Where's my other? I'm getting too many over here. Wait, is Chris?
Yeah.
Is there a check for $7,500 out there?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm showing them Yusuf's assignment fees over the past week.
There you go. Good job, Yusuf. Is he listening right now?
Yeah, he is.
Yusuf. Oh
I
my God.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, Chris.
Richard told me your story, and I'm just floored.
Yeah, bro, he's absolutely ripping, and these are all from him.
This is the 12-year-old Anson equivalent of amazement.
It's you know.
By the way, Chris, it's actually all because of your videos, man. Like literally the video that bring me here is the video that you said like currently effing up in I guess Philippines or
what
somewhere like that, and I literally enjoyed your videos.
That's what you need to post.
That's so cool. Well, I'm glad you could come here and find Richard and learn how to do all this stuff. It's amazing, man.
Dude, how many people here have seen Chris's videos in Discord? How many people have seen Chris's videos before?
I haven't been posting.
Look at that. This guy says, look, I joined Chris. Okay, look at all these people. So, bro, all these people want you to post.
Okay, I'm going to start posting.
Dude,
again.
start posting again. That's great.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I love you guys.
Okay, so TikTok, I'll show you, and then I'll show Instagram, and then I'll show. Oh no, I froze. Wait, last thing, Chris, I froze. Can you plug that camera, turn it off, and then unplug it, and then turn it back on? Oh, yeah, perfect. Thanks. Okay, check these out, guys. We got $20,000 from a guy out of Egypt here, and then Instagram. We'll go ahead and show you, and then we'll break down these deals really quickly for y'all. Instagram, check it out. And if you guys saw today's video, you know that in the past 7 days, we have closed 8 deals. That's 8 deals in 7 days. And you know what that doesn't include? That doesn't include the house I bought on stream last week. A notary came on stream last week, guys, and I copped a house. Camera's off, I know, but it's going to fix here in just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought I would get it. US is not open.
Oh.
Come on, camera. Come on, camera. It's going to work. She's going to work. Yes. Okay, guys, check these out.
Okay, see you later. Have a good one. See you guys. Nice meeting you, Yusuf.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
All right, Yusuf. Check. Okay, come on. Check number 1. Gosh, why the... Okay, well, I'm having a hard time here, guys, but here they are. I don't know if that's showing, but you've got 5,000, 7,500, and 7,500 here. I don't know if that's showing. It's 20K, guys. It's 20K. Guys, Yusuf closed $20,000 in a week. He's netting 12 from that. It's beautiful. It's insane. Yusuf, you have anything else in the works too? I know you do.
For this one, and that was like really sad when I came from the exams today. I wasn't able to do calls, and I said to myself, I need to bring a deal to Richard. But yeah, thank God at least we got this one.
Well, yeah,
like
man.
They will accept it, right?
Yes, they will accept it. That deal's that's going to get accepted, right, Mike? We're going to get that or you're not Mike, you're Ryan. Right, Ryan? There's a lot of Mikes. You're going to get that accepted. But anyways, crazy. I've got a couple things to knock out here, guys, in front of you, just some demonstration stuff. We're going to be talking a little bit about fix and flips today. I have a call to make to my contractor. I have a call to make to the agent who sold it to me, and then we're going to get started on that. I've got a couple follow-ups to do, and then we'll do questions just like yesterday. So Mr. Phil and all these other people who need help, don't worry, guys. I will help you out in just a moment here. Are we live on YouTube? Yes, we are. Perfect. I came across your channel. Want in your program ASAP. Where do I start? I would start by if you're on YouTube, you could just Google Hold My Hand Wholesale, and there will be, just look up Join Hold My Hand Wholesale. You'll find it. Okay. What would you say about the people that say your program is a scam? We're going to take a deep breath deep breath, collect myself, exhale. What would I say? What would I say? In the nicest way possible, in a kind and nice and respectful way, because that's literally my goal for this year. My goal for this year is to be respectful to all, despite my knee-jerk reaction of dunking on haters. So what would I say? I would say this. I've always compared Hold My Hand Wholesale to the gym. I always thought this was a great analogy. Maybe it's not as good as I think it is, but I think this is a really good analogy. If you go to Planet Fitness, how many active members would we say are at Planet Fitness right now? I don't know. Maybe what do you guys think? How many people do you think? Let's AI this. Let's AI this really quickly because this is really going to drive home this point. How many active members are currently subscribed to Planet Fitness?
As of December 31st, 2025, Planet Fitness had about 20.8 million active members globally.
Talk about cash flow. 20 million guys, they're making, oh my God, dirty money per month. But disregard that. 20 million people are active in Planet Fitness. How many of those people have six packs? Let's get another statistic from AI. How many people in the United States statistically have a six pack? Adults.
Statistically, there isn't a perfect number because having a six-pack is more of a visual outcome tied to body fat levels rather than a formal metric that gets surveyed. That said, estimates from fitness industry experts and studies on body fat distribution suggest maybe around 1% to 3% of US adults have the combination.
Okay, so here's what I mean to say. 20 million people go to Planet Fitness with the desired outcome of having a six-pack. 1 to 3% of the entire United States has a six-pack. That would largely suggest that less than 1% of people who attend Planet Fitness have a six-pack, right? Because if 3% of the entire US population, which is like almost 400 million people, have a six-pack, and it's really 1 to 3%, then definitely less than 1% of people attend. I would imagine so. There's a little bit of a gap in my math because those people work out and the sample size doesn't necessarily work out. But I would say that 1 to 3% of people at Planet Fitness have a six-pack, which would mean that like 97% of people do not get their desired result when they attend Planet Fitness. That would suggest at face value that working out and going to the gym doesn't work, right? 97% of people don't get the desired result. Do you want to know what statistic is similar to that? We have about 9,000 members in Hold My Hand Wholesale right now. Sometimes 10, sometimes 11, sometimes 8,500. 9,000 people right now, right? In the past month, 1,700 people have joined Hold My Hand Wholesale. 220 people are in my stream right now. Out of 8,000, 200 people showed up, meaning 97% of people couldn't show up today. So I'll rephrase the analogy. 20 million people go to Planet Fitness. 1 to 3% of those people have six packs. That means that 97% of people don't get the desired result, the advertised result, the promised result. But we know that it's not that going to the gym and being in a calorie deficit doesn't work. We know that. It's basic science. So what's the factor there that we're not factoring in? Work ethic. Work ethic. Right. So most 97% of people don't have the work ethic necessary to attain the desired result. Similarly, in Hold My Hand Wholesale, I closed 8 deals in the past week, which is probably the most that anybody in the entire United States has done in the past week. I would imagine that my operation does more wholesale deals than any operation in the United States. You may make more money than I do wholesaling real estate, but I don't think you're closing more than a deal a day. 8 deals in the past week, not including the house that I bought, not including the house that I sold, the 2 houses that I sold. Just wholesale deals, 8 in the past week. I don't think there's another operation, and I posted them on my story. Despite that, I could only get about 1 to 2% of my community to show up today. So to answer your question, what do I say about people that say that, the community is a scam? I understand. It does make sense. It does make sense. But think about the Planet Fitness analogy. Think about that. That's all I have to say. Okay. I'm going to do some follow-ups. I'm going to take some questions. We're going to have a great time today. And I need to speak to Mr. Vlad because Vlad, you told me that was a 0% interest deal. It's 5% interest. 5% interest. Where's Mr. Vlad? Vlad, your deal, man. It's 5.9% interest. Ain't no 0% interest seller finance. So what's going on? What's going on, man? Because I kind of burned a bridge with my buyer. I said, hey, I said this is a 0% interest seller finance deal, but it's not. It's got a 5.9% interest rate on it. I'm talking about Hazel Ridge, bro.
So I basically JV'd one of the members, and so he's the one that told me it was 0% interest, and I just ran the numbers based off that, and I presented it to you. Oh wow, I'm so sorry, Rich. Wow. I apologize.
Preferably let me know if it's a JV, man, because really, you're just getting paid for for talking to me essentially. So I'd love to work directly with a student who has the deal.
Okay.
But in this scenario, I'm going to call your buyer right now. I don't know if he's going to move forward because I told him 0% interest because you told me 0% interest, but it's actually on the contract 5.9% interest, which is very different. So,
yeah,
I'm going to see if we can salvage this, but I just don't know if we can because that's not at all what I said to the buyer. But I'm going to give him a call right now and I'll see what we can do. This is for a $7,000 deal, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Saeed, I'm so sorry about the confusion here. Oh shit. Hey, can you hear me? I'm sorry about that. My camera was off.
No worries. Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I got sent the deal from my wholesaler. He was telling me it was 0% interest. It turns out it's not 0% interest. It's got that 5.9. I have no problem whatsoever if it doesn't make sense to you at all. However, I'm willing to lower the assignment fee for this mishap to see if we can salvage the deal to get you in for a lower entry. But I do want to apologize for the inconvenience because I know you probably told your people that and now it's turning out to be something different. This is just what I heard from the wholesaler. My apologies.
No problem. Look, dude, when we work together, we work like 7, 8, 9 deals. It is impossible for us to keep on top of everything and learn them by heart, and then stuff like this happens, man. There's no big deal. And honestly, to be like completely transparent, our deal from day one, right? Like interest is some place where overall
Totally. Absolutely.
So again, at the same point, that like it doesn't really matter about the deal, and it doesn't even matter about the interest rate. To be honest,
it's the fact of interest, right? I totally understand.
It's just that freaking thing.
It's haram. It's haram. I get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Yeah, but listen, what we did, the house is amazing, right? We got the inspection done. The inspector said the house is amazing. It just needed like the sewer scope cleaned out. So we just spent like 500-600 on the inspection part. But what I want to do is, look, when we do business together, there are certain deals where we make money. There are certain deals where we lose money, right? So I've already had the inspection done. So maybe what we can do is, if to help you get this assigned to someone else, I can share the inspection report because I've already spent money on that. So you can send it to whoever the next seller is or whoever the next buyer is, so that you can show them that, look, this is the whole thing, and the inspection is already done.
I'll tell you what, if it closes, and I'll pay you back out of my end of the assignment fee.
Yeah. That thank you. I appreciate that. It's like, honestly, like that counts. But like I said, it's $500-600, man. We do like, me and you, we're doing like thousands and thousands of dollars of business together, right? So it's really not a big deal, and I understand how this works. I know how fast-paced the environment is for you, and I know how fast-paced the environment is for me. Like, I'm closing 8 houses right now, and it's just like everything's like all over the place, right? So these things happen, man. I mean, I've been doing business for the last 15 years. I understand how things go.
Well, thank you for your understanding. I really appreciate that.
No worries at all. No worries at all. We're all good. But I would personally have to pass on the Hazel.
Of course.
Because I know once I go back onto the interesting, doesn't matter.
I totally understand. Makes a lot of sense. By the way, that other one though, that is accurate. That is from
100%.
Okay. Good.
We're all good on that. We want to move forward with that. And look, man, I'll be honest with you, where we're at with the fund perspective, like we're already at 8 houses, right? So every member of the fund now has their own house that they're going into, like the finance, right? So we don't do DSCR, we do conventional, right? So typically, all members are occupied. So now we're only going to, like, at least for a month or two, we're going to go for like seller finance where we don't have to worry about qualifying with the bank. Right. So, and I realized the more time I give you, the better deals we get. And, you always call me up whenever you have an amazing deal. Right. So from our perspective, like, even if you pass this one and you have another deal, let's suppose a week or two down the road, we'd rather wait and go for like a 0% seller.
Of course.
Than to go for like, like a cash-based deal or finance-based deal.
Of course.
Because
totally.
Right now, I mean, you guys have done all the hard work to get us the deals, which is phenomenal, the stuff that you guys are doing. But on our part, there is another cycle that we have to run, which is the actual closing, which is basically to be able to get to the closing table and to close on the deal, right? So that is like a whole other half of like the transaction that like I'm very busy with banks and like, doing all the things that they need to fulfill whatever their requirements are so that we can actually guarantee closing.
Well, let me connect you with so I'm going to get you signed on this one, and it's going to be a little different, but I think you're used to the process. We're essentially going to have you sign directly with the seller and pay us out separately. But let me go ahead and make that happen now. I have to make sure that I talk to the wholesaler and confirm everything we talked about. But I'm gonna put you in a chat right now, and we're gonna see if we can get that done.
Right, and then you had to connect me, or we had to jump on a call together with the real estate agent, right? Or something like that for the 0% deal?
We don't have to talk to anybody. They're ready to go. We just need to go ahead and get you to sign.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, just know, like, whenever that comes into my inbox, if any of the dispo wants to reach out to me and let me know it's in my inbox, I can go ahead and sign. I'll be on the road for like the next few hours, so I won't be actively checking my phone or my email, but whenever it comes, just shoot me a text and I'll hope be able to sign.
Absolutely. I'll let you know. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye bye.
It's always a pleasure to be working with you, man.
Absolutely. So talk soon. Bye bye. He's a good guy, isn't he? He's a good guy. Yeah, guys, just make sure I get it. No hard feelings, Vlad. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. Just make sure that, we understand where your deal is coming from so that we don't accidentally do a daisy chain.
Yeah, got it. All right. I'm still not doing with this.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It was an honest mistake. I understand. And he was very understanding too.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay. Really quickly, I think I need to talk to now. I don't want to get mixed up here. Lakewood Street. Who is that? Is that Cruz? No. Who is Lakewood Street? Is that Jose? Jose. That was for your deal. He's agreed to buy your deal, Jose. Jose, are you... There you go.
Yes, I'm in here.
Good. Perfect. He's agreed to buy your deal for I think we said a $7,000 assignment fee yesterday. We have, just to confirm. Well, let me check to see what I sent it to him at. Hold on one sec here.
Yeah.
Oh, $8,000 assignment fee because you have 27 down. Or is
27 down? Yes, that's correct.
To confirm, this is 0% interest?
Yeah, no worries. 100%. I actually sent you the LOI to your message.
Ah! I was so scared, man. I was like, no way I'm doing this to this guy again. Okay, Lakewood. So we got you $8K. We got you $8,000 on that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I
wanted to tell you a little bit about the real estate agent, if you don't mind.
Uh, yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
So she's really nice. I mean, she's really, really good. She was agree on everything. The seller agree on everything. So I sent it to the dispo, and they send me the contract. When they send it to them, this is where the issue happened. No? They back it up. They say, no, we don't want to assign this deal. You know, so I told her, because this is my first deal. So I told her, look, I'm gonna remove the assignment clause on this contract because I thought I can double close, which I can't. And she said, maybe that's gonna work.
No, it won't
So
for a
that's-
seller finance. We're dude, I got you. So to confirm, your agent is ready to sign at those terms.
Yes, they say yes, 100%. But
But-
when I send the contract, and they didn't want us to sign,
I know. So
so
what
they say no.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send a non-assignable contract. The buyer's gonna
Exactly.
sign, and then we're gonna take a separate piece of paper like this, and that piece of paper is gonna say Jose and Richard are to receive $8,000 split 60-40 your way. So
Yeah.
we have the contract, and then we have a separate contract that the agent does not know about that goes to essentially the title company that says, hey, by the way, there's a finder's fee, and then this is coming to us.
Yeah, that's perfect. I just wanted to let you know. She knows that you are my partner, and I mean, so I
So-
have $18. You have 28. All of that.
Perfect. You have 18 doors?
Yeah, in Maine.
You
A little bit far away from me.
Oh shit. Okay. There we go. That's fire, man. I didn't know that. Look at that, guys. 18 doors.
Thank you.
That's exciting. Okay. Did I speak to your agent yesterday?
No.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Is the agent open to doing the contract?
I mean, they were about to sign it, but when I sent the contract, I mean, they're waiting for sign. But when I send it, maybe they check it out and they saw your name on it, and they say that we can assign the deal. So that's why they thought it's gonna be a wholesale deal. I think that's the problem.
Okay.
Maybe if you explain her that we are not gonna, I don't know how to put it, to be honest. I don't know how to, but they agree already on the terms. They're good.
Sorry, I'm juggling like 5 things at once. Just a moment here, please. I'm so sorry. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Does the agent want us to prep the contract or you to prep the contract? Or I'm sorry, or them to prep the contract?
So what I told her that maybe you send me the contract, and that's it. I mean, just send me the contract.
Okay, I'm gonna give her.
Maybe
I'm
the
gonna.
buyers fees.
I don't want to confuse her. I don't want to confuse her by calling her. Can you say, God, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do I'm gonna make a contract and I'm gonna write this contract is non-assignable. So I'm just gonna make our own contract. We're gonna remove my signature from it, and we're gonna say this is a non-assignable contract.
But is any chance you can call her, because at this point I didn't have any answer anymore. And maybe you can present, look, Jose told me that you guys agree and back up. Just wanted to let you know that we are 100% on this deal.
Okay.
We wanted to close it. We don't want to put any assignment clause on the contract. We're going to send you a new contract with no assignment whatsoever. and let's close it.
Okay. Okay.
You're the
Okay.
you're the magician on this.
Is it the phone number that's in my chat?
Yes.
24.
Can I double check? Yeah, let me double check. It has in my CRM. It's ending in 8454. No, sorry, this is not the one.
It's the one that's in our DMs.
Ending in 3249. That one.
Okay, 3249.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling her now.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Valbona.
Valvona?
Valbona. I'm gonna text it to you, Valbona. Like that.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Her phone is turned off. That's why she's
Let
not.
me double. I always double call.
It's ringing, but I think her phone is turned off. It's not ringing, I mean to say. There's no ring, which means if it goes straight to voicemail if it goes straight to voicemail 2 times in a row, then her phone is off. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm naming the contract non-assignable. Non-assignable purchase and sale agreement. Okay, and then I will do your contract for you. I'm going to share my screen. Can you dictate a couple things to me about your deal? Any buyers here? Guys, the way you find buyers is you type #submit right here, or you post it on the marketplace, okay? #submit. So what's the purchase price? It's
Purchase price is $225,000.
okay. We're going to go ahead and do a $1,500 earnest money deposit. There is no mortgage on the property, correct?
No, there is not.
Okay. For cash at the close of escrow, did you say it's 27,000 down?
Yeah.
Cash at the close of escrow, 27. Close of escrow, we're going to do May 1st. Sellers, I'll put that in later. Buyer, I'll also put that in later. I'm going to say okay, now we put in the seller finance portion here. Okay, so what are your seller finance terms? 225, 27,000 down, and the payments are
800. And the earnest money deposit is 2,250
okay.
for 6 years balloon.
Okay. There we go. 20.625 year amortization. Okay. That's everything else, guys. All we need here is to put in the address, seller's name, and my name, and we should be good. So, oh, not my name this time, rather somebody else's name. So that's the buyer's name. I'm going to pause my screen share, and I am going to add on these addresses. So bear with me momentarily. So can you please reach out to the agent via text and say, the non-assignment is fine. This is a non-assignable purchase and sale agreement. We have it all over the document that this cannot be assigned.
Okay.
Okay.
But what
Seller,
is the excuse I should tell her? Because
just
I told her like I need an assignment clause for my LLC to be created.
say, I'll just sign with the LLC. I'm buying it in, no problem. Just say, I have a separate LLC. I'll just sign in that. And this will be a fully non-assignable contract. Okay,
I just sent it to her.
it says nothing about assignment here. The RE guy, what's the address and price? It's best to show me on Hold My Hand Wholesale. Okay, let me get the seller's info here. Gosh, I'm tired and it's only Tuesday. Ay, ay, ay. Seller's info. This is okay. Vince Investments. Got you. Where's the damn lawsuit check? This should not be in here. Oh my god. There's too many of these guys. Come on. There it is. There it is. Okay. Are you going to make a call? After I do this guy's contract, I might make some calls. You've got a lot to do today. Okay, buyer. I can't send it yet. I don't have the buyer's info. I'm going to give him a call back. Well, If he wants to text me, he can text me. I have the contract prepped. I simply need your agent and the buyer to respond, and we'll be good to go. Okay.
Perfect. If any chance you can steal my cat deal, if you don't mind. You tried yesterday, but nobody responds for that one.
Which one is it?
Is Whitfield.
Tell me about it.
Is 135,000. I got it for 110. It's under contract. Is 27% cash on cash return with a tenant occupied. Is in a good location, no crime, which I
Call Joseph.
Calling Joseph.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, I texted him. Throw it in the marketplace, send it to my team. We'll blast it out. I think we're trying right now. I don't know why he's not picking up. I'll call twice. Maybe he'll answer.
Hello.
Hey, are your buyers still buying at the same capacity? Are they still interested in some stuff?
Still buying, same capacity, still interested.
Okay. The one in your text right now, we have a very short period of time, but it doesn't get better than this for what your buyers are looking for. This thing looks really nice and turnkey. It's got tenants in place, and it's a 27% cash on cash return, and it's like 25.
You're talking about the duplex, right?
Yeah, Whitfield.
1 second. Can you take her, please? Let's see here. All right, so we have Whitfield, 48204. Let's see real quick.
Don't say the address out loud because I am on stream.
Oh, okay. Won't say it out loud. Where is he at? I'm pretty sure my property manager said something about this. Yes, majority blue collar workers, good rent, not the highest, but 2-bed can get you 1,000 to 1,100.
It's occupied. Occupied long term. So disregard, whether somebody's going to rent it. They're already rented.
No, which is great. Yeah, I think this is a golden. I think the guy that's buying your other deals will probably buy this one as well.
Okay, I'm going to ask the wholesaler how much time we have left on it. Jose, how much time is on this thing?
put it on Friday.
We have until
It's
Friday.
under contract from. No, it was under contract. I signed up on Friday, last Friday.
I don't
And
understand.
it's
Is it still under
7
contract?
days. Yeah, it's still under contract. Yes.
Okay, how much more time do we have until the contract expires?
So it's 7 business days. So I guess next Wednesday.
Okay, so we have sufficient time on this. So this one's that's a banger right there. Whitfield's an awesome deal for you.
But he said another ad.
And that is for 113.
No, I texted it yesterday at 117.
117. Okay. 117, 1950 per month. Okay. Do we know if it needs repairs?
The description says this: well-kept 2-unit property with tenants in place, newer windows, new furnaces, both kitchens and bathrooms have been recently updated. As I look at the
somebody walk the property.
Yeah, when do you said when?
Yeah, when can we have someone walk the property?
That's a good question, and let me go ahead and ask right now.
So I'm gonna do that before I have it inspected. I can have my property
Okay.
for tomorrow.
Okay. When can we get somebody into the property, Jose? Do you know?
For me to tell them when they're gonna come in.
I'll tell you what, Joseph. You tell me when you want to go, and we'll tell them.
Okay, so he's in direct contact with them. Okay. I will get you a text back when they can walk the property and go from there.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Hey, Saeed. I just need LLC information for you.
This is for the seller finance.
Yeah, for the seller finance. I'm prepping the contract.
So I was planning to put the seller finance under my name only, but I think. So could we just add my name, and then at the end, if you want to put title somewhere else in an LLC, I can do that at the end.
Yeah, but remember, they won't let us assign the deal. It's a non-assignable contract, so I can't assign it to anybody.
It's okay. I'm going to be at the end only. Even if I have to do the title at the end to like quit claim deed, I'll do that. That's not an issue.
Okay, perfect. So just send me the LLC, your legal name for signing for that LLC, and the email I should DocuSign it to.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me send that to you.
All right, thank you.
Maybe probably half an hour, so I'm just driving right now. I'm getting to a place, and then I'll share that with you.
Okay, thank you so much, man. Bye-bye.
No problem, man. Appreciate it. And I already sent the inspection to Sherman, so he has it, right, for Hazelridge.
Oh, thank you. Right, on the other one. Thanks so much.
Yeah. No worries. And it should be an easy sell for you, man.
Okay.
The house is amazing. It's
Yeah.
great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
All right,
No problem.
bye-bye.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Hold on, nobody say anything. Oh my god, I can't lose my train of thought. He's gonna text me that. Nah, gosh, I'm just busy as hell right now, guys. We are slinging left and right. This is what it looks like to run an operation that closes a deal a day. We closed a deal a day in the past, more than a deal a day in the past 8 days. And I posted them on Instagram if you want to see. The total was $45,000 gross. Not including flips, not including buys, not including sells, none of that stuff. Just wholesale deals. 8 deals closed in the past 7 days. It was disgusting. Total profit 45. Yusuf is responsible for 20 of that. If it's straight seller finance, I can get on the phone. Oh, that's probably something else. Okay, so I just need to talk to Shell really quick. Bear with me. Or if you have lightning leads, Rowan, lightning leads, we actually have a 13K deal in lightning leads right now. In closing, $13,000 in Ohio too. Guys, we pulled this deal in Allen Street, off market, expired listing. It did numbers. 13,000 to be specific. How long has Yusuf been wholesaling? I think it's maybe 6 months, maybe. Hey, just try to resell that. We have the inspection and it's immaculate. We can mention this to buyers. And then maybe I can well, I'll just let her do it. I did kind of want to get that done though. I'm gonna try to resell that, guys. I'm gonna try to resell that. We're looking at who can I sell this to? I could sell this to bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. What's up?
I've got another deal for you, and I have the inspection report on the front end. We got it inspected before because I was just like, I don't want to send this guy another one and have it be in bad condition like the last one. And it's a creative finance deal. I didn't know if you were open to something like that, but it means no need to go get your own loan, no debt to income ratio, no credit check, none of that.
Yeah, open to it. I still want to have my property manager walk through it.
Yes, please do. We got it inspected yesterday. The story is this. We sent it to a buyer who's he's a Muslim buyer, and Muslim buyers can't do interest.
Oh yeah. Interest, sure.
So he got the property inspected because he was planning to buy it, but turns out there's an interest issue with him. So he's like, the house is beautiful, it's perfect, it's just not going to work because of the interest on it. And I was like, okay, I totally understand. I have somebody else. However, this is not in Milwaukee. This is in Detroit, Michigan, which is my preferred market to buy in. I bought a house there 3 days ago. So I don't know if you're open to buying over there, but it's something that an area that I really like to buy in. And I live in Oregon, so I'm far, far from that area.
Yeah, I mean, my key concern is in areas further away from me. I have to get that team. You know, I need contractors, I need property managers, all that stuff. And given
fully flipped.
Huh?
It's fully flipped. Like it's done top to bottom, so you won't have to do any sort of labor on the property. We simply need to get tenants in there.
Well, it's not, yeah, but you know, to get tenants in there, I need a property manager.
Yeah, and I can refer somebody. But are you open to other markets or just Milwaukee at this time?
Just Milwaukee at this point. The way I think about it is other markets are for deals 5+.
No worries.
At that point, I'm comfortable with it.
Okay, got it. No problem whatsoever. Thanks so much.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye-bye. I have one more guy. Hey, Vlad, are you still here, man? Vlad, are you still here? What's the payment on your deal, Vlad? What's the payment on that? Your deal. Vlad, are you still here? Shit. I really need to talk to him. If I can't talk to him, this deal is gonna die. And he's missing out on thousands of dollars. Everybody at Vlad in the chat. I need 1 million ats at Vlad in the chat. Dude, pick up your phone. Please pick up your phone. No. Dude, you're gonna lose like $5,000 if you don't pick up. It's Hazel. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're the one with it under contract? Oh, okay, perfect. Hey, I need to talk to you. Hey, great. Hello, hi.
This is Matt. Say, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, yes, I'm doing great. The Hazel Ridge, to be honest, it is 0% interest. But guess what? What we did is that we spoke with the seller, and then the seller was like, she wants to add interest on the paperwork. So because of that, she made the principal like $1 and then made the interest like $699 or maybe $98 or something like that. So like so that it shows like on the paperwork it is like 5.2 maybe 5.9% interest, but when you do the calculation and everything, it is just 0% interest.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, so what I'm trying to say is that for the Hazel Ridge, it is literally 0% interest when you run it through buy box and everything. But the only thing is that the seller wants in terms of paperwork, they want it to be like at least there's some type of interest rate on top of it on the paperwork. So she made the principal $1 and then made the interest like $698.99.
So it's interest only.
Oh yes. Nah, not really interest only. Like yeah. Interest only. Definitely interest only.
Why did we let her change the agreement after she already agreed?
Let me just send it to you real quick.
Because that was a good. And are we still at 160,000? Is it still 160,000?
Oh, yes, definitely, yeah, 160.
Oh, bro, that's not a deal, dude. You had the ball in your hand and you let them essentially screw you over. If a seller agrees and signs a contract, we have no way. They can't undo their contract. They made a big boy decision and said, "Yes, I agree to this." Now, I'm gonna share my screen. So, guys, here's.
What's the name? They did not cancel the agreement, nothing like that.
So they never signed this contract at 0%.
Yes. They signed it at 0%. What's the name? Like the thing is that we after running it through buy box, it is so we offered them like 160,000 for the purchase price, down payment I think like 18,000 for the down payment, and then monthly payment of $700, and property it brings in 1,500 to 1,600.
I'm gonna say this one time. You told me that your seller signed a 0% interest seller finance contract, and I sold the deal. Now you're telling me that the seller came back and said, you know what? I don't really want to do 0% anymore. I want to do 5% interest only, 5.9% interest only. And then we're still over list price. We have a 6-year balloon and we're over list price. So you had 0% interest at 160, and then they came to you and said, hey, how about interest only? And we agreed to that at an above list price offer, which means that now we don't pay down at all anything that we owe other than $1 per month, which is $12 per year. We pay down $12 per year on this, and we're over what the house is worth. There ain't no way to make that happen. And it's been there for 104 days. So the conversation should have gone, hey, no, you signed the contract. Well, I want interest now. I'm sorry, ma'am. You signed the contract. There's nothing that we can do. Well, I'm not doing this anymore. That's totally fine. I'm going to be filing a memorandum against the property for failure to perform. I'll be filing it right now. That's how it goes. It's not, oh, yes, I'll change the deal to the point where it's completely unviable and will result in a lawsuit at the balloon. And if you're like, why will it result in the lawsuit at the balloon? Doug, you owe $143,000 at your balloon. And this thing probably worth 120 right now. We're way over leverage on this. We need 25% equity to refinance. We're not going to be able to pay the balloon. But my question to you is, did they ever agree to 0% interest, or did they not agree to 0% interest?
Yeah, they agreed to 0% interest. But the thing is that like the monthly payment to the seller, it was $700. Oh yeah, so they agreed to the $700, but like they made what's the name? Like they made the principal like $1 and then made the interest like
okay, but you're not answering my question. Did they ever sign at 0% interest?
Yes.
Okay, and then you agreed to let them change the terms.
Yes.
Okay, don't do that next time, because now it's not a deal. We don't have to let them change their terms. If a seller comes to us and says, "Hey, I want to change my terms," if you sign the contract, you sign the contract, and we don't have to agree to that. We may not be able to close the deal, but we can get paid later through something called a memorandum. It's called an affidavit of memorandum, and an affidavit of memorandum is essentially a lien. It's a lien on the property, and it has to be paid prior to close. So in the future, it's totally fine. You had a really good deal but now it's not viable. I want to explain to you why it's not viable, okay? So here's the problem. This house is probably worth 125 to 130,000. Do you know why I'm saying that? It's because of this. It's fully renovated, and guys, isn't it beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful property? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a very beautiful property. I like it very much. So this is a great property. And we had it at 160,000, but it's worth about 125. Now, why was that okay? That was okay because we have 0% interest payments, meaning that in 6 years, guess what? We only owe 100K. And that's awesome. That's awesome. We pay down from 160 to 100K in 6 years' time. That's excellent. But now we have this. Now we have, well, maybe it's that. Now we have something like this, but in 6 years, given that this is interest only, so this is like, I mean, it's actually less than this, but we're going to owe like 140 at the balloon, and it's not 135 because the way you've structured it, my calculator can't even structure what she's created for you. It's essentially like this. They've essentially structured, what's your monthly payment?
700.
Okay, so you essentially have 142. Oh my God. Yeah, you've got a 5.8% interest only deal. So we at our balloon, we owe this. We owe this at our balloon. In order to get this to the seller, the house needs to appraise for probably this. Maybe like 190. Yeah. Oh my God, did I get that on the dot? 142.5? No way. Did I get that on the dot? Wow, almost exactly on the dot. Yeah, your house needs to be worth 190 in 6 years in order for you to do this deal. That's really hard to say that that would be worth 190 in 6 years. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but the problem is we've over leveraged ourselves because we've offered over list price and now it doesn't go down. So if we offer over list price, the reason we can do that is because we can structure payments within that offer over list price that results in it coming down really quickly. But here, it flatlines. This is your debt across the entire time. Meanwhile, this is the debt and this is value. Value is kind of going like this. You or I can't even do it with my arm, but your debt stays the same and your value just barely increases. And then at our balloon, we're like this. You know, I owe 140 and my house is worth 160. I bet your house will be worth 160, 170, 180 in 6 years' time. But it's essentially not a figure that we can refinance out of the property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that makes
So right
sense.
Okay, so right now, this is what I would do. I would speak to the agent and then see if we can change it up.
Well, yeah, I would do that, and I would essentially say this. I've offered 160K, and now I don't pay it down at all. The house is currently worth 130K based on your days on market. I can only pull out 75% of what a property is worth because we've overpaid and we don't pay down that figure. We'll run into an issue at the balloon when I'm unable to pay you out. The reason I could make this work is that it was 0% interest and I pay it down quickly, even though I've offered over list. I know your client perceives it as not having interest, but when a house sits on market for 104 days, it's not worth its asking price. This isn't a deal for me unless we offer a reasonable figure and attach a 5% rate to it, or if we go back to our initial agreement. You can send them this, and this will explain, because the agent, remember, real estate agents, and I've got hundreds of real estate agents watching me right now. They just don't understand. They literally just don't understand. They're like, well, my client wants 160 interest only. And I'm like, dog, it's worth 130. How am I going to get you that? And they say, well, have you tried prayer? And I'm like, what? So, they just don't understand. They just don't understand. So send them that. And then in future references, do not let them push you around like that.
Okay.
Hopefully we didn't sign the change, but I think we did. Anyways, I got to move on. I'm sorry. Dude, we had 7K in closing, and then we had to. There's no way. There's no way we did that. We were literally in escrow, ready to close, past inspection, good to go. And then agent's like, what if interest only? And then the wholesaler's like, sure. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's okay. It's a learning moment. I've made mistakes when I was a beginner too, but guys, when you have a signed contract, y'all have a signed contract is what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. What's my next stressor? Oh my gosh. I want to play Fortnite. I'm cooked, guys. I'm cooked already. We're only an hour and a half in, and I'm somehow cooked already. Okay, so 0% interest accepted for the one in Austin or Leander, Texas from yesterday. Spoke to the agent this morning. Now I need to speak with Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz.
What's up, Richard?
And I will do all of these people on stage. That sounded wrong. I am going to, we're going to help everybody on stage. Fortnite in the Big 2-6. Dude, I didn't play for the past 2 years. I hop back on again. Dude, it's good again. Disney acquired it. They made it good again. They made it good again. I was on the same one. I was on the same mindset, and I was like, this is a bad game. I'm not into this anymore. But, and then I like it now. So Mr. Cruz, Burr Street is your deal, and forgive me for being so slow. I have so many things spinning in my head right now. So Burr,
Right.
that's your deal, right? And the thing that we spoke about yesterday in regards to that is that it needs to be inspected prior to going under contract.
Yes.
We are not facing a non-assignable contract, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Gabe, thanks for letting me know about that, man. I might talk about mobile homes a little bit later today. I'm still working on terms for the one I'm trying to get under contract for. It's just been a mess of a week, man, and I haven't gotten to talk about it as much as I want. But I think he paired me with an inspector. Let me briefly call him and find out if that's the case. I'm pretty sure he did, but we're gonna get this done. This will be handled. And Jose, we talked, right? You're all good, right?
Hello, you've reached Michael.
Okay, he texted me, says he's on a call. I'm gonna call the inspector really quickly. Here's the inspector. I'm pretty sure he booked it for me.
Oh, okay.
This is in St. Paul, right? Yes. Sorry, I had the volume off. What'd you say? Yes.
I said yeah.
Okay. So we have here's what he said. He said, I scheduled the inspection for Thursday at 9 a.m. He put me in a group chat. He says, I will be there with the seller to ensure access. Let me know of any questions in the meantime. So the inspection's scheduled. Okay.
Okay.
Bro's got gear. Bro got on gear and he's dude, you know I'd look different if I were on gear, right? Come on, you know I'd look different. But I'll take it. I'll take it. That's a good thing. I'm just asking him how I pay for this. How do I get a virtual offer from buyer before I make an offer without seeing the property? You make an offer, you send your buyer to the property, buyer confirms condition of the property. Like that. Pretty simple. Okay. So it's scheduled. The inspection's scheduled. So we're all good, right?
All right. Yeah, that's all. I thought they were gonna walk it today because he had said that, but yeah, he had already up with his inspector.
Well, it's scheduled for Thursday. So we'll on Thursday at 2 p.m. remind me to bring up Cruz.
Okay, I added it.
Yeah, okay, guys, here's how you know I'm not on gear. You see how there's no hair right here? You see how it just doesn't grow? Like there's literally none. When you hop on gear, your testosterone goes crazy. Like if you're taking Tren or Test or like literally any of that stuff, your hair growth goes through the roof. Look at any of the guys or just Google it. I literally cannot grow hair on the side of my face. Like I'm like a prepubescent little boy, and it's very unfortunate because I'd be much bigger if I weren't that way. But this is how you know I'm not on gear. Also, the massive protruding Adam's apple. You also get all this acne on your shoulders, acne on your face. You also start to hold a lot of face fat as well. You start to swell up. It honestly cooks you really bad. Like for example, Alex Eubanks, go look at him before and after he hopped on gear. He's a buddy of mine, but essentially you see him a year ago before he hopped on gear, he has this kind of boyish like face, and then he hops on gear and then all of a sudden his face widens, his hair growth goes crazy, his hair on his head changes. You know, it completely changes you and your voice. I have kind of a higher pitched voice. It would change if I hopped on gear, you know? Okay. What would you pay for a sixplex bringing around 4,200 per month? It's all about the mortgage, but $4,200 a month, it would be great to get something like that for maybe 300K, maybe 350. Anyways. Next, I'm going to call my agent. Okay. So now we're on to some fix and flip issues. I'd love for y'all to do some fix and flips. So I'm demonstrating the process here. As you guys know, I just purchased 11461 Sanford Street in Detroit, Michigan. Somebody says I tried test one time. How was it? How's gear? What is it? It's big muscle serum. That's what it is. Okay, so I bought this house last week on stream, right? Yes, you can do this from South Africa. We have students from South Africa ripping numbers. I've got one on stage right now. Okay, so let's call the realtor, Ryan Kane. Here we go. Hey man, how you doing? See, look at that. We got it closed, huh? Okay, so what's the word? I remember when we first talked, we had talked about how your seller had water heater and something else in storage, right? What was that?
Furnace doesn't have water tanks or in storage. The management company has them, so I'll have to email her and see. I don't know where their storage location is at. So I'll email her tomorrow and find out where those are at, and then I'll just put in the text chat with your contractor, and we can swoop them up.
Perfect.
To be totally honest with you, I would do your whole rehab, get everything else done first, and not put those in until
Because they get stolen.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we do. That's what we do. I think he just wanted to check
so unless you have somewhere else to store them, I would just have them keep storing them.
He does have somewhere to put them. I'll call him next and I'll ask it. And to the best of your knowledge, are they functioning? Are they working? Because the appraiser on the flip side of things would be like, no, you've got to put a new one in. So it's okay if they're not working, but you know the condition of them at all?
I have no clue. So and this is what the manager told me. I did not personally observe this myself, but what the manager says, when they were removed, they were working.
Okay.
But, I've not put eyes on these things. I helped this lady buy this maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. I think that at that point in time, they were somewhat newer, but I don't even know if they're the same units. So I honestly could not. I can't really give you any information.
Okay.
They should be working, but that's going off of somebody else telling me they were working on it.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in a chat with my contractor, and we'll go from there. Let us know how we can get that from the management company.
Yeah. So I'll email her tomorrow, and then I'm already in a chat with your contractor.
Okay, great.
Grab the keys. So I can go get my lockbox now. So let me email her, and when I hear back, I'll shoot you guys a text, and we'll coordinate.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Talk soon.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. And then I'm just going to text him if he has any others. Also still buying if you have more. And then we're going to do Chris, Detroit contractor, Ryan Kane. He's my realtor for there. Ryan is going to tell you how to get them. Ryan's going to tell you how to get them, and then management company has them, and then don't put them in the house though. They'll be stolen. Okay. That's all good. Oh my gosh, almost done here, guys. Almost done. I'm so sorry. But it's good to see the business. It's good for me to show you the business because I really only do this 2 hours a day. Can I start wholesaling with $2,000? Man, I was $45,000 in debt when I started. Hey, so I got the reappraisal to happen on Friday. I don't know if that means it'll close Friday or not, but the reappraisal is happening Friday. So I'm going to call my TC and see if it can also close Friday. But I was like, hey, can we do Thursday? And my contractor says he has 3 on Thursday. So apparently we need to do it Friday. But yeah, it's maybe it'll close Friday, maybe it'll close Monday or Tuesday, which is super fun. And I bet you know I love telling you this. Okay. So that's done. Contractor's done. Deals are done. Now I think we just have Q&A. Should I try to make one call and pull a deal before we do Q&A, or should I just do Q&A? I've got about an hour. Do I hit calves? Come on. One call. Do you want me to do one call, or do you want me to do Q&A? Chat, let me know. Do a cash deal? A cash deal? Y'all want to see a cash deal? All right, fine. I'll do it. I'm going to tell my editors that we had a fire call at the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna pull one deal for y'all. Do Mr. Phil's call. I will bring you up, Mr. Phil, so that I can help you out when I'm ready. Okay. The chat has spoken. They want me to pull a deal. I'm gonna pull a deal. Okay, so I have a buyer who I just called. You guys heard me call him. He was only interested in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I don't have a lot of buyers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I have one buyer in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and he just wants me to get something under contract for him. So I'm going to see if I can do that. 25 days on Zillow. Roof looks good. Interior is slightly worn. Let's just call and ask. How about this one, guys? Okay, that's not what I just copied and pasted. That's not it. Okay, so step one in looking for a deal is understand their debt, guys. Understand their debt. I don't know if my wholesalers who are experienced here agree with me, but anytime I go into a call, guys, before I do it, I don't care about my comps. Obviously, I do, but I just want to understand what's owed on the property so that I can inform my offer. Wow, they've owned this bad boy for 24 years. Holy shit. Nice job. 24 years. Cool. Okay, so this is my one. I'm gonna be very straight up with her and tell her what happened with my last one. My last one, which was also in Milwaukee, I had to back out of. Do you buy condos in Pigeon Forge? Nobody buys condos. If you have a condo, you will own that condo for a long, 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 long time. You're gonna own that condo until rates hit 4%. Condo is not the worst place to live, but for investors and retail buyers, I don't want it.
Hi, this is Jody Prozaki with Realty Executive.
Where did ringing go? I thought phones rang. Are we not ringing anymore? Nah. Bro, what? No ring? Come on. What's up with that, Jody? Okay, what about this? Oh, well, look at the roof. Hold on. I don't know. It kind of looks like a shitter, guys. Kind of looks like it's not worth it. No. Yes. Fully rented duplex. Condition is... The fuck is that? Are those furnaces or HVACs? What are these? I don't even know what that is. That looks nice. Okay. I guess I'll call. I would like to know their mortgage. I wonder if somebody will pick up the phone for me. That would be cool, huh? That would be so cool. Okay, you owe 70K. All right. Now, just a crazy idea, but I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna see if I can make an offer. I don't know. Kind of a crazy concept. Picking up your phone is a crazy concept.
Thank you for calling Jason Scott Realty. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. If you're an asset manager, please.
But what about your cell phone? Chat says you probably didn't make 40K last year. Damn. Well, I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't. But do keep in mind, we leaked the addresses for 40,000 in the past week. Okay. Wire transfers showed, addresses showed. It's my most recent video. Go watch. It's currently shadow banned on TikTok. Give him the address of the flip. Which one? 13605 Tacoma Street, 12136 Thornridge Road, or 11461 Sanford Street. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Okay, so no pickup. Somebody gonna pick up the phone for me? What am I looking for as I scroll? Clean. I'm looking for clean. When I see weird little things on your house, I think to myself, that's not a clean house. What is this? What is that? Why does it look like that? That's not acceptable to me. It is if it's creative finance. What's this? You look moderately okay. No. 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 That's not okay. That's not what is this shower head? No, come on, bro. What is this? It's just bad. That's just bad. It can't be like that. It cannot be like that, guy. Oh yeah, no chance. No chance. That's a flip. That's a flip. You see this mold? Ain't no way. Absolutely no way in hell. So I guess we go back up again. Well, maybe there's better ones down here. What about you? You look nice. Oh, you look... I'm second guessing. Please look nice for me. I don't know, man. I don't know. The lack of photos, how nice this looks on the outside, but then the lack of photos is scary to me. I don't trust that at all. Oh, come on. Just one turnkey for me, please. We already called and girl won't pick up the phone. This thing looks good to me. This looks good, but she's like, I don't think so. What about you? Yeah. That looks okay. Uh-huh. I mean, back rooms, but yeah, I think that could maybe pass an inspection, maybe. Okay, is Girlie gonna pick up the phone? I bet she's not. Who's your jeweler? Dog, I don't have a jeweler. Jeweler. What would you say is the best way to make money? Watch my most recent video. Please watch my most recent video. Okay, guys, I tried. I'll do one more call, and then I don't know. I already inspected this thing. It's completely destroyed. So, guys, for context, I just want to let you know. See how this house looks to be okay on the outside? It's not. It's wrecked. It's destroyed. I got it inspected. I thought it was perfect. It's destroyed. Okay, no photos. No photos. What am I going to say to no photos? I feel like no photos is wrecked. And then what are these? Like, come on. Man, oh man. You got a 195 out here, but why does it look like that? Why are you charging 195 for distressed multifamily? What is that, guys? What is that? Why does it look like that? It looks like a poorly wrapped present. That's terrible. Like, I'm literally just looking for one that looks pretty. Like, just one that looks pretty, please. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to page 1. Pricing high to low. You are... I don't even know what to say. You started to re-side the house. It had shingles on it, and then the siding like blew up. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, what are you on? Okay. Are you clean? I don't know. What's this? No, come on. No, these are all candidates for seller finance. Every single one of these should be seller finance. Here's the pitch. Hi, I flip houses, and when I flip houses and I sell to investors like you're selling right now, if there's anything wrong with my house, the lender won't lend. Not my lender, every single one of my buyers' lenders. Was so what? I don't care about that. Right, I forgot. You have the brain of a 5-year-old. Let me try to say this again. I flip houses, and when I flip houses and my end buyer is buying it with a loan, kind of like you're looking for right now, you don't get that loan if the house is cooked. It's not cooked. I literally mean, like, if the floors need work, if there's debris outside, if the siding's a little bit messed up, if the windows are messed up, they will not grant the loan. And I can get my lender on the phone. He will verify this for you right now. Hell, I will get 10 lenders on the phone at the same time. They will all verify this for you right now. So what? Oh, okay. Given that we can't get a loan on this, it's not a lendable property given its condition, we have to seller finance. We don't want to seller finance. Do I need to get my lender on the phone to explain this to you? Like, could you please just look this up? Like, it's so easy to look up. If your house is in bad condition, we can't get a loan on it. And if you guys are like, what are you talking about? Please check this out. Check this out, guys. So I just tried to sell my flip, and the appraiser came back and was like, no. Look at this. Look what the appraiser said. The appraiser says this: missing vinyl. It was a single piece of missing vinyl, one single piece of missing vinyl, and they would not lend on it unless that was fixed. Crazy, right? Well, that's just how it is. Install/repair gutters. Fix the peeling up of the shingle. There's one peeling shingle that we have to, it's literally, I watched your latest vid. The best way to make money is to go into politics and start a war. Okay, so clearly you don't know how to use TikTok. There are reposts and there are videos. These are my videos, but these are my reposts. Reposts are not me. It's not me. You have to watch. I'm done with this. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here, gang, if your house looks like this, you see this shit on the floor? If it looks like that, your lender will not give you a loan on the property. He will say no. She will say no. So the takeaway to have here is, if we can get lenders on the phone, which, by the way, y'all have a lender. Look at this. At Sammy Seller Finance. Hashtag Sammy Seller Finance. Sammy Seller Finance is a lender. And this lender will hop on the phone with you and talk to your agent and be like, I'm literally a lender. I can't grant a loan if the house needs work. That's across the board. That's literally just how it is. And then we can use that to pivot to seller financing. Anyways, I tried. I called 4 agents. They didn't respond. 280 calories for this blizzard. Is it good? Is it good? It looks kind of good. But I don't like chemical flavors. Like, no chemical flavor. It's okay. You know what I mean by chemicals? Okay. Marta? It's Marta, right? Hi, how can I help you?
You know what? I have this cash deal. I don't know if you're gonna want it, but they sent me the contract. It's for a house in Milwaukee, 80K cash deal. It was listed at 123. They just dropped it this morning to 119. The agent now, I mean, first of all, I don't know if you guys even want this. And then second, even if you guys want it, the agent is like skeptical of me now. So she wants to talk to you.
Okay. Well, if it's a deal, I'll talk to her. But if it's not a deal, I won't talk to her.
For sure.
Where'd you get this? It looks off market.
Initially it was on market, but I tracked it, and I still had the number saved. So,
Understood. So first things first, I need to understand what the property might flip for, because these photos on the listing let me know it's definitely going to have to be a fix and flip, right?
well, actually, there are tenants in place that are, that don't want to vacate. So, the only, the rehab would mainly be in the basement. And so I don't know how much of a fix and flip it actually would be, because the tenants are already living there, but there's some foundation work that needs to be done, but it could be done while the tenants are still there.
I don't have buyers for rentals that need foundation work. I have buyers for vacant rentals that need foundation work. But if it has to be used as a rental, tenants are in place and it needs foundation work, and if the photos are remotely accurate to what we're seeing on PropStream, that's not a deal. So I want to show you these photos. These photos are fix and flip photos. You see this? This says July 2022. So as I look through this property, I think to myself, this looks empty and vacant and abandoned. And I get it. We got tenants moving in now, but missing
They're not
tiles.
moving in, they lived there for a really long time.
I see. So we, missing tiles, aloof sink, all kinds of stuff like that. So the chances are that she's telling you about the foundation issues, but there's a lot more.
I'm not like 100% sure if there is foundation issues, but there was something in the basement. I worked with Moises on this, and we estimated rehab to be around 35. But
It's a fix and flip.
The only good thing about this one is that the ARV
fix and flip. It's a fix and flip. So you have the condition of a fix and flip, but the occupancy of a rental property. So let me put it this way. One group of buyers wants to buy turnkey rental properties and just own those, no rehab. Another group of buyers wants to get their hands dirty and renovate properties. They rarely mix and match. Most buyers who buy distressed. Most buyers who buy turnkey. So they usually don't mix. So if it's an occupied rental property with 35 needed in rehab, I fully agree with you. It probably needs like 20 to 30K in rehab. I don't have any buyers for that. So I couldn't call the agent and vouch for this one, because I just can't say that I'm going to get something done when I don't have a way to get it done, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm happy to be able to go on to the next one.
Absolutely. And remember, make sure to take the courses, because the courses explain all of this stuff so that you don't lock up something that's not really something that we could move.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Absolutely. I'm loving today's stream, guys. I'm loving, because it's very real. It's, we got some stuff in title, we got some stuff in escrow, we got some buyers for that. But then we also have some problems, which are very realistic. The no disrespect, but the carb propaganda is brutal. Guys, you need carbs. You need like 300, 400 carbs if you're going to get like big. Like, I don't even have enough carbs per day. Protein's one part of it, but you also probably need 300 plus grams of carbs per day at my size in order to do it. Yes, even cutting, right? Let's see. When I was cutting for my bodybuilding show, I went into ketosis at the end of the show, but not at the end. At the end of the prep, but during the prep, I still had carbs, but it was a reduced amount of carbs. I still like carbs, but less carbs. And to be fair, I was shrinking during that time. I was losing muscle and I was losing fat. Having the carbs kind of prevents losing as much muscle, but I did have a period of time of no carbs, but I'm talking 3 days. I had 3 days of no carbs. It was horrible. It was really difficult. Entering ketosis was very, very hard. But then when I finally entered into ketosis, I just started dropping weight rapidly. It was absolutely insane. Anyways, I'm going to talk to Chris has been hitting me up. Chris, what's going on, man?
Yo, remember the call yesterday, the 350K duplex Houston? I have it for 10K sub 2.
We were waiting for something to happen. What were we waiting for?
So we went from the assumption to a trust, and the sellers are down. They want to speak to you though, or I guess someone from your team.
Yes.
Because I'm not doing that in my name for the contract. I don't do sub 2s in my name. So they said Thursday anytime or Saturday afternoon. I could kind of align it with like your live stream when, you know,
Okay.
everyone can listen.
Yeah. So dude, you're a community helper. No need to ask to come up on stage. Just come up and interrupt me, okay?
Okay. All right, bet.
All
And then secondly, I have 4 triplexes that I'm gonna buy myself in Detroit.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Yeah. So the issue is my lender, who's also my LP on a lot of these deals, he's giving me 90% LTV, but he can't be my LP because that's arm's length. So the way I structured it is that I'm having the seller carry 30%. I'm having the purchase price be that sub, you know, for example, this one is 50K carry back. I'm just going to have the purchase price minus 50,000. I'm going to assign it to my LLC and I'll be making that 50K at closing. But the issue is that I need someone to assign it to me. And normally my lender would do that, but that's arm's length because he would be also profiting on the assignment.
I don't.
That makes sense.
Is this that equity carry Morby method?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. 70% is on a loan. What is the 70%? What is that figure? 70%, or what is the purchase price? I'll figure out 70.
So purchase price 165.
Okay, so
the sellers are carrying 50,000 interest only payments.
Okay, so
it'll net around 20,000 after you know, property tax management reserve, all that.
okay, so you have 115 at 7%, which is 765, probably 1,000 with taxes and insurance. What does your triplex bring in? About 2,800, 3,000?
Brings 2,800 monthly, yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
And then if you do 10%, yeah, 10% vacancy, like your EGI is like 2,600, 2,500.
I don't even know what EGI means. So you
effective gross income. It's a commercial.
Okay. So you are intending to have the lender bring 70% to the table. The seller carries 30%, which is equivalent to $50,000. Where does the 30% come from? Because if I go to my lender and I say, "Hi, Mr. Lender, I need 70% of this," he says, "Okay, perfect. You bring 30% to the table." Is there a transactional lender bringing that 30%?
Well, no, because I'm getting 90% on TV, not 70. I already have that locked in.
Oh
And
shit. So okay.
yeah. So in theory, I would only need to bring, you know, 10K to the table, but since I'm assigning it, I would be making the difference from the seller carry, which is 50,000. So the only thing is I'm a little bit over leveraged, but it's still performing after both nodes.
I really need to understand your transaction type if I'm going to participate in it. The lender is giving you 90% LTV. It's a private money.
Right.
It's a private money lender, right?
It's private, yeah.
Okay, 90% of your loan is covered. The seller is only expecting 70% up front. So no transactional lender. You're just bringing the 10% to the table?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in the title and escrow process, you're reimbursed 30 or 20%, 30% from the seller. Your money in and the lender's money is in as well.
Yep. So I'm reimbursed like 40. I did the math. It'd be after like title insurance, everything's around 42,000 for each one. So
That's
it'd be
really
120K.
interesting.
I've helped out a client do that on a commercial deal, and we're closing on Friday. So I'm pretty like familiar with like the structure.
Okay, so because of just policy regarding lenders, you need me to do what?
Be the person on the contract to assign it to me.
Okay. Contract as in 70% down, 30% carried with seller.
Correct.
I'm not front.
Actually, it would just be 70%. I have a separate addendum with the seller showing the carryback. Carryback's not on the PSA. It's just a purchase price for like 115,000, and then you assign it to me for 165.
Okay, what do I get?
You can have some of the proceeds at closing.
Okay, what's that figure?
I haven't decided yet. If we're doing all four, that would be 120. Like what, 25%? If you come in on, more of an LP, it would be more. It would be
I'm not allocating any money towards any lending deals. I want to let you know.
There would be no allocation.
Okay, good. Because this right here is a lawsuit check from my last time that I did that. I'm still receiving payments from the guy who fucked me over. So I don't do that anymore because it went poorly last time. So I'm happy to sign your deal. I'm happy to sign your deal and assign it to you. I would love to be compensated for being on the contract with the seller. And you let me know what I need to do. I don't want to submit earnest money. Yeah.
No, EMD I already have in. You
Okay.
don't have to worry about it.
Okay, you DocuSign me something and then give me a call and explain it to me and I'll sign it, okay? I'll send you
Sounds good.
I'm going to send you my signing information right now.
Okay, and then Thursday I will jump in with the seller that wants to talk about the trust.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
All right. I sent you everything you'd need to DocuSign me something. Email, company, signing information.
Perfect. All right, cool.
Yeah, all right.
I'll send that over.
Thanks, dog.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, now, Big C, you have another seller finance deal? Big C, Chungus guy from South Africa, right? You're making my life easy if you're not here, man. Making my life easy if you're not here. I'll give you 5. That was a long 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Sorry, man. I have somebody in front of you. Mr. Phil, how are you? Thanks for your patience today.
What's happening, Richard? How are you?
I'm well today. How are you?
I'm glad you're doing well. It doesn't look, it looks a little stressful behind that desk.
Yesterday was worse. Today has been okay.
Good. I sent something to your DMs for another deal I have in Atlanta. It's seller finance to triplex.
Last time we talked about this, you wanted me to check your offer. Is it the same scenario? Check the offer before you send it?
Yeah, I'm still new at this. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So that's why I want to come up here and make sure it's good. And this guy, I explained to him the seller financing and how it worked. Still not understanding it. I mean, he's open to listening to someone, and I told him that my partner would call him.
Okay.
And I'm going to send him a text right now telling him that you are, well, you'd have to look at it first. But
yeah, I mean, the property looks good on the inside. The roof looks good. It doesn't really look like it needs a tremendous amount of work. It's in a great market.
Oh yes, by Georgia Tech. He rehabbed the whole thing. He said he overdid it, but he said, it's Georgia Tech students are in there. They're mostly graduate students. They like to stay there 3-4 years, so they plan on renewing for another year. It's a great market to be in.
Okay, you want me to call him? It is 7 p.m. over there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He's waiting for you. His name is Pierce.
Okay. If you haven't talked to him about 10% down will be jarring to him.
All right. What you see is what I told him.
All right. So
10% down.
You told him about that.
Yeah, offer price 13.7, well, it's 10% over. Down payment 137,500. Monthly payment 2,200 monthly.
And he's okay with that?
Well, yeah. I mean, once you call him,
well,
maybe he's okay with it.
I've got a house a couple miles from here, and another one not too far either. So I guess I'll call him. Here we go. What's bro's name?
Pierce.
Hello, this is Pierce.
Hey, Pierce, my name is Richard Taylor. You were speaking with my acquisitions manager, Phil, in regards to this. Is this a triplex? You've got a triplex on Calhoun Street?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I own a number in Southwest Atlanta. I buy with seller finance because these things don't cash flow with current interest rates. Now, usually when I hop on a call like this, most people hang up on me because they're not willing to seller finance, and perhaps it was miscommunicated. But I heard that maybe through the grapevine, you might be willing to do some seller finance on this.
Well, yeah, I appreciated Phil's call. He was quite knowledgeable. In fact, it was me that really, I was vaguely familiar with what that would mean, but had never really given that serious consideration. So he really took his time with me and sort of walked me through generally what that would look like. So yeah, at any price, one might consider doing something like that. Whereas at a lower price, my first thought was we would just want to sell it and walk away and be done with it. But yeah, it's something that I think's worth at least examining.
Well, great. We kind of understand that there's, if somebody came to me and said, hey, seller finance, I want to seller finance your house, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to receive $1 million if I sell this thing, just like you. So I try to incentivize it. I say, well, look, I can make it worth your while. I'll do it over a very short period of time, and I'll offer you way more than the house is listed for. So I think we've offered 125 over list to kind of incentivize this scenario here. But the main reason that we want to do this is if I get a mortgage on 1.25, my payment's almost $10,000 a month, and it's like I'm losing money, and I have to put down $250,000 just to buy the property. So what we were thinking is, well, maybe we can incentivize this guy over a 6 or 7 year period of time to take 1.375 million, 6 figures down, and make him monthly payments. But essentially, we just refinance you out at the balloon. I could have an agreement over to you today. I just didn't know if that was something you were open to.
Well, it is, and like I said, to consider, I'll have to at least take this slow enough that I get myself educated and advised on my end, because I've never been a real estate agent.
Sure.
I've just managed these houses for many years. It's been in our family. I was telling Phil for 60 or 70 years,
wow.
maybe 80. Just like forever. And as the older generations have passed on, and my sisters and I together own this as a last rental, and I'm the one that helped my mother with it prior to her passing. My sisters were never involved. And then I'm getting to the age where I'm just, sort of ready to, take it easy and not really worry with rentals anymore. So,
well, it's kind of like becoming the bank. If I bought this at the bank, I'm paying the bank $1.4 million over a 6 year period of time. So we're essentially offering this to you. And, if you're the bank and something goes wrong with the house, your hot water heater goes out, your furnace, whatever it may be, we're not calling the bank. We're calling the person who's renting it out to them, which would be us. So essentially it puts you in a position where you're still cash flowing. You've gotten the most out of your property price wise. And then also you're not paying taxes from the time that your family acquired it to the time that you're selling it. Because let's say your family acquired this 60 years ago. I bet they paid $100K for the property. It's worth $1 million, $1.2 million now. You'd be paying 20% capital gains on the time from when they purchased it to what it's worth right now. So there's a couple things that this does here. No more maintenance, no more tenant calls. You sit back, you take payments like the bank does. And then you're also avoiding the 20% capital gains tax on seemingly $1 million gain over 60 years.
Yeah, we don't really have, it's kind of a personal item, neither here nor there, but we don't really have the capital gains situation because of my mother passing, and her estate was. But so that's not really an issue. And then I've got it for sale by owner. So at worst, I'd have 3%, maybe as a buyer's agent fee. So some of those that might be pluses to some other people really don't come into play
Totally understand.
with us. But that aside, a good price that makes it attractive to look at it is just that. So I've had many calls with your same type of offering. It's just that the prices are sort of ridiculous,
How have I done? Have I done decently?
Well, yeah, I'd own or finance for one of my kids with, these prices that people want to offer before I'd let it go. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be a strong offer to incentivize. And I think y'all are smart in that way. Y'all are the first guys I've even remotely listened to. And that's because
I respected the way Phil did it. He spit it out real quickly, just said, here's what we would offer, you know, because he's seen the ad, probably seen the renovated pictures, knows it's a really nice property and knew what I was asking. So he didn't really beat around the bush. So I think y'all have a pretty good approach down. At least it gained my interest. So I'd like to talk to some. Go ahead.
Sorry, my apologies.
That's all right. No, I was just saying. So, you know, I got what we discussed sort of in a quick email from him, which I appreciate. I would like to think on it and then have time to talk with the folks that I would want to consult with on such a deal. Because I've never done this type of thing. I certainly wouldn't do it quickly. I've even got family members to consider along with and that type of thing. So, yeah, I was trying to think throughout the day if I had any additional questions for you. Phil said, Richard really knows and he'll answer questions, but I got to give him credit. He knows the stuff too and really answered.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's
awesome. He
been
answered most
studying
of
for
what
a
I
while. Now, generally speaking, just if you had a realtor here, the realtor would ask me to send you my portfolio. They'd want to see if I own any other properties on seller finance. So I've got 28 doors right now. I'm going to send those over to you via text with Phil in the chat. And then they'd also ask for a bank statement illustrating proof of funds to make sure that I can, one, make the payments just in case tenants move out. And then two, have enough for the down payment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send you my portfolio. I'm also going to go ahead and send you the proof of funds that I talked about here. And then when should I give you a call back?
Well, let me get that and absorb it. I've got to leave town. My lady lives down in St. Augustine, so I spend half my time here in Alabama when I live, and half my time down there. So I'm playing probably more than I should, but I would take that with me. I'm probably going to head down there tomorrow or the next day. So I'll look at that. Those were going to be my first items of request for sure. And so I appreciate that. If you can send those, let me begin to absorb them and bounce that off of. You know, I probably rely a good bit on my lawyer's expertise. I don't know anyone in their firm, but they have to have one partner that specializes in knowing these kinds of contracts and what should make sense on paper. If you have any example of what the agreement would look like, that would probably be the most interesting thing for me to review.
Yeah.
Because I've got price, I kind of understand what the structure would look like, payment terms and what time, but knowing what my my risk and rights would be under a situation like that would be what I would study upon. So,
Okay, absolutely. I'll go ahead and send that immediately, and feel free to consult anybody you'd like to. It's a pretty standard method of sale. It's just saying, hey, you're going to pay me all this interest rather than the bank. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and send this all over to you. Is it okay if I text it to you, or do you like me to email?
Let's see. Why don't you? Do you mind using email? Because I'm older and my eyes aren't as good. I can see it a lot better on my MacBook than I can on my phone. So,
would you mind texting me your email so that I don't get it mixed up over the phone?
Yeah, I'll do that as soon as we hang up, sir. And I appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much. What part of Alabama are you in?
Do you know Auburn, where Auburn University is?
Yeah, big football state, huh?
Yeah, so let's go there. But I live in the little sister town to it, Opelika.
Oh yeah,
right next.
I own in Tuscaloosa.
In Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, I own in Tuscaloosa. I love that market.
Yeah, that's cool. So, so you guys really do this big time. We just did it because my father actually bought this property from his mother many years ago, sort of as an annuity to her in her older age. So
wonderful.
We didn't inherit it, but he bought it, and then. As I was telling Phil, we lost him the following month, believe it or not. And, I was the only son. And so my mother and I, since we'd contracted with his mother, my grandmother, to buy it, we followed through and did that. And we've managed it for 37 years remotely from Alabama. So I've had my fill. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we've only been buying for about 6 years now. I'm just about getting to be a tired landlord myself. So I don't know how you've done it so long, but hopefully we can take this one off your hands. Text me that email. I'll go ahead and get you everything you need. Okay.
Sounds good, sir. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You sneak in the slight Southern drawl as the conversation goes on. And what part of Alabama are you from? Just ever so slight Southern drawl. We're buddies. We're buddies. We're shaking hands. And Phil, keep doing what you're doing, man. They clearly liked your pitch and your expertise on this.
I haven't done this too long. I mean, I started watching your stuff maybe a month ago, and I got into I got into paying for your Discord for about a week, and then I was like, this doesn't seem right for me. And then I came back because I kept seeing your videos, and I'm like, man, I can do this. I mean, I can tie my shoes and chew gum at the same time. This is something that I can do, and it's not that hard. It's just a matter of learning. You have all the information that I need in your Discord. I've taken all your courses. I passed all the tests. I love it. All the people in your Discord are very helpful. And, you know, I scream as loud as I can possibly can to get up here and talk to you so I can get my deals looked at. And certainly I want to be your number 9, number 10, number 11 deal. I want to kind of, I want to be in competition with Yusuf over there. So yeah.
Absolutely, man.
And this is something I can do. And I really appreciate you, this whole Discord and what you've been doing for people.
Well, thank you.
It's fantastic. It's really fantastic.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab his email, and I need your email too, because you're gonna be in the conversation thread with him. I want to let you know that's like a 30K deal, guys. It's a triplex for like 1.375 million. Those things sell for dirty, nasty numbers. Like I've got a million people who would pick something up like that. The only thing that matters is the condition. If it's cooked, it's hard, but that's the type of thing I would buy. I mean, that's a wonderful property.
It's in excellent shape. That thing is in excellent shape.
Yeah, you've got an excellent property, man, and I would be excited to get this thing under contract and blast it out, because that's a deal and a half, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just got his info. And then you DM me your email, okay?
I will certainly do that.
All right.
Thanks again. You have a good night.
You too. Super rare. Open to seller finance in Atlanta, Georgia. That's rare as hell. That is rare as hell. So that's great, guys. Atlanta it's just, what do you want when we send you the deals? You'll learn everything inside the Discord. Guys, everything is inside the Discord. Doesn't matter what country you are. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how much money you have, how much experience you have. None of that matters. The link is in my bio. You can hop in here. I hope to see you in tomorrow's live stream, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and send that guy an email. Phil's going to send me his email, and then pleasure speaking to you, Pierce. My name is Richard Taylor. I'll go ahead and email the offer along with my portfolio and POF plus a sample contract. I'll use one that we just closed on last week under the same agreement. Parentheses, paying over list for seller finance. You can wow. New deals every day, guys. New deals every day. You just got to hit the phones and call. That works. And I'm going to go ahead and write that email really quickly, and then we're going to do some questions. Then we'll do a wheel spin. Then we'll hand out. Where are the courses found? Courses are found in hashtag get started, hashtag get started cash, get started seller finance. Just type hashtag get started, then you can find them. Yusuf, are you still around, or are you in bed? I know it's late. I don't know if Yusuf is still around. No, he's not. He's out. It's okay. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., remind me to call Sargent Street. Whoever has Sargent Street, your person got back to us. We just need to call him. So I'm going to go ahead and write this email. Okay. Offer dash. God, I'd love to buy this thing, but I'm also so scared of buying right now. Okay, I'm gonna grab your email. Grab his email. Got you. Okay. Thanks for your time today. Thanks for your time today, Pierce. I explained this on the phone. And then really quickly, Mr. Phil, what is it bringing in right now? Mr. Phil, can you hear me?
Yeah. Let me check real quick. 5,500 a month.
Great. I explained this on the phone, but but if I bought this normally, my payment would be $9,000 to $10,000 with taxes and insurance. The property brings in, you say 5,500?
Right now, yeah, it's $5,500 a month.
So it would be a bit challenging to get a loan given the income of the property. Our solution to this is one that not many are open to. The reason most aren't open to this is because they want the lump sum of their profit up front so that they can buy more rental properties.
I'll be done in 2 seconds.
As such, we offer significantly over list price on a principal only structure over a short period of time. Here we've offered 1.375 million with 137,500 down and payments of what are they? Your payments are 2,200.
I think it's 2,200 a month.
2,200 per month. I
have a question. Do you, when you pay a monthly on this seller finance, do people sometimes ask for interest rate?
Yes, but we just had it happen today. Remember that guy who had a 160K offer? The seller called back and asked for interest only. He shouldn't have agreed to that. He had he was already over list price, and then he's like, "Let's add interest." And I'm like, "Damn, you can't add interest and be over list price. That's challenging."
I won't mention anything. Yeah, it's not the way to structure that.
So yeah, but this one's good. And a payment of $2,200 per month. We have a balloon payment on year 6. It's year 6, right?
72 months, that's correct.
On year 6 and then that balance, let's figure that out really quick. 1,375. 137,500 down. 0% interest, payments of $2,200 per month. So that's going to be what, a 40-year amortization, 50-year amortization, 45-year amortization, 47-year, no, 46.5, probably? No. 46.4, I'm going as quick as I can. 46.7, almost there. 47, almost there. 46.8, gosh. Is it 46.9?
$158,400.
So we are going to owe $1,079,000.
Yeah, 1,079,100 approximately.
Yeah. This, and then I'll say this will be paid via refinance. I can pull 75% out of a property on a loan. Okay. I've attached 3 things below. Our proof of funds, my portfolio with the ones I own via seller financing highlighted in red, and a sample contract for a deal just like this that we closed last week. Okay, so I need the proof of funds. Let me grab the proof of funds. That is right. We're looking at February bank statement right there. Proof of funds. Let me grab the portfolio. The portfolio is here now in this Drive document. Copy link here. Then I need to link that. That is how do you make something a link in Drive? Is this little link button? This little link button. There it is. I'll call that portfolio. Bank statement, portfolio, bank statement, sample contract. I will grab our contract for 28 Farron. 28 Farron. I just need the contract for that. Damn, I don't know if I have that contract. Contracts for Farron, purchase agreement. Oh no, it's a state approved agreement. No. It's not our contract. It's okay. I'll use the state approved. All right. Okay, that is sent to your inbox now. You can go ahead and text him and let him know that that's there, and it has everything he would need to make a decision on this. Okay.
Will do. I'll send him a text right now. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Good job. Really good job. I'm gonna bring you up on Thursday so that we can talk on Thursday about this.
Sounds good.
All right. On Thursday at 2 p.m., remind me to bring up Mr. Phil.
Okay, I added it.
All right, go enjoy your dinner, man. Have a good one, okay?
Thanks a lot. See you.
Absolutely. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, guys, I gotta head out here. But we got 2 more people to help. This guy. Oh, that guy just dropped. Cool. So we got 1 more person. What's up? You need a deal review. 2-minute deal review, he says. Bilbo Swaggins, DM that to me right now.
Already did.
What a king.
No, you know what I mean? We on point. Let's do it. 2
Great.
minutes.
I
Let's do
appreciate that. That's pretty rare. Yeah. Okay. Typically, it's hard to get people to DM me. There's a lot here. Okay. All Columbus, Georgia. Are these a portfolio or separate?
Separate. I thought they were all free and clear except for one. The realtor just gets back to me and says, no, 2 of them have already been sub 2, and one of them is seller financed already. And then he basically concludes the conversation with, give me your best cash number. Basically.
Well, we can sub 2 a sub 2.
That's what I was also wondering. Okay, we can sub to a sub two.
We can sub to a sub two. We can sub to a seller finance. I've done it a ton of times.
Wow. Okay. What is that? What is? Should I read you the offer that I sent? And
I'll tell you
go
what.
from there?
Think about your seller finance note as an existing seller finance, like a mortgage. Think about it as a mortgage. You could sub to a mortgage for seller finance, and there's no due on sale clause because it's a seller finance note, right?
Seller finance.
No, they're not going to monitor that shit. They don't care. So that's the first thing. You can sub to a seller finance, no problem, or you can modify a seller finance and transfer it for a fee. That's also something that we've recently done. And we can connect you with the seller who just did that with us 2 weeks ago. So I could literally connect you with the seller who just did that. And then second, if it's a subject to deal, I just sub to'd my sub to, and I'll give you the address right now. Look at this. I sub to'd my sub to. See this?
Yes. Oh, 1 second. You know what address that is? Wow.
This was my so I have done that, and this is the past month, dude. I sub-to'd this in the past month, and I modified an existing seller finance and wholesale that closed out 15,000 assignment in the past month.
Oh my gosh, Rich, are we about to get my first deal tomorrow or tonight? Like, talk to me, man.
Well, dude, show him this. Be like, look, I will get you on the phone with my attorney, my TC. I just did this in the past month. I sub-to to sub-to, and I modified an existing seller finance agreement and redid a seller finance again. So both of those are possible. Both of those are not. No, and also when it comes to cash offers in Columbus, Georgia, it's Columbus, Georgia, man. Probably not.
Probably no.
Yeah, it could be structured as a wrap, but it's not a wrap. It's not a wrap. Anyways, Steven's going to go ahead and answer questions after this. I'm going to do a wheel spin. Bilbo, if you need me tomorrow, I'm happy to bring you up. Your approach is quite effective to get on stage. So keep doing that. And then, go tell him that and give him my address. And if you need more help on that tomorrow, I'll call him and be like, yo, I just did this with that deal. How is that not possible? I'll even get the seller on the line and they'll be like, yeah, that was fine. By the way,
perfect. I'll bring you in as my partner.
Or no, bring me in as the seller of this deal. This was my house. I owned it via trust acquisition agreement, and I sold it to somebody else on a trust acquisition agreement. So it's like sub-toing a sub-to. So you'd be like, hey, I have the seller of a sub-to house who just did this. He'll talk to you tomorrow if you want. And yeah, I'm happy to hop on the phone.
Same time, I'm not 100% confident in my explanations of these processes. So I have already said that I have a partner in this deal. So like, if I could get your help as the partner.
Yes, of course. Of course. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., remind me to bring up Bilbo.
Okay, I added it.
I must go. See you tomorrow at 2 p.m. I got to give away. Gosh, I'll spin the damn wheel. I've been giving away Apple Watches left and right. Two? Jesmar, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's one. It's one. It's not two. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, what if it lands on the Apple Watch twice? Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay.
We got Suns Out, Guns Out going on today there, Richard?
Oh, yeah, we do, baby. It's deal of your choice plus email and phone call. Deal of your choice plus email and phone call. So that means I will try my best to pull probably a cash deal for you tomorrow because the creative finance explanation, usually it's like call 21 says yes, but cash, in theory, I could rip a deal in one call. I have done it before. So, we'll do that tomorrow. So what I'm giving away today, whoever wins this wheel spin, I'm going to try my absolute best to get you a deal, okay? You skipped yesterday. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did skip yesterday. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I need to not drain my bank account. If you knew the expense situation, you'd understand. Anyways, let's give that away. And I'm glad it doesn't cost me any money. So everybody's cheating on random trivia generator. I'll see if there's a question that people might know so that nobody cheats on it. Oh, I like this one. This is a good U.S. history question. Solid U.S. history question. Guys, if you locked in 4th grade, you know the answer to this question, okay? On July 4, 1776, how many English colonies declared independence? 12. Come on, guys. Come on. 12. Jake, that's for, oh, no, just V. That's for you. Guys, flag the one who you think won. I'm pretty sure this guy won. That's for you. That's for you. So you know what we're doing tomorrow, Just V?
Holy fuck nuts. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have cursed right off the bat.
We're on. It's not that I care about it. It's that TikTok cares. TikTok's like, wait, you're saying adult themes? I got to restrict this live stream, but that's okay. So tomorrow I'm going to bring you up. And the first thing that we do, I'm going to make a call for you and see if I can rip a deal. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm absolutely floored.
It's for
so
you.
I've been listening for months. So holy crap.
Well, it's for you. It's for you tomorrow. So you remember, usually I got to talk to 10 people. So you don't be like, yes, a deal. Like, we'll see. I'll try my best. Okay.
Oh man, mad appreciate. Thank you so much. I'm surprised I actually won because I was waiting. Like, who's the guy that normally always like wins every single time?
Yeah, it's hard to win these things, but you got it. You got it. And I'm glad it's somebody who hasn't won before. I'm going to set a reminder. Okay. Tomorrow at 1:45 p.m. Remind me to bring up just V.
Okay, I added it.
Okay, so now what's going to happen is that our OG group leader, Stephen W, is going to answer questions and teach you whatever he deems to be valid in real estate. I don't care, man. If you're like, I'm having success with this, tell them about that. I don't care what you talk about as long as it's working for you. So you tell them what you're having success with and you answer those questions. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And guys, remember, this is somebody who's been with Hold My Hand Wholesale for like years and years and years. So if you have any questions, this is office hours. This is office hours. It's not call time. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's doing calls, but he's going to answer your questions. So stay in here, guys. Don't leave if you know, he can help you just as well as I can. Okay.
We're talking primary residence buyers. We're talking non-investor buyer programs. We're talking getting people into homes that don't qualify for standard lending into creative finance homes.
Great,
so
man.
that we can get a deal.
And
that's what we're doing.
Another exciting thing that this transitions to, guys, as we see a bit of the striations are crazy. As we see a bit of a slowdown in trust acquisition agreements being purchased and sub 2 deals being purchased, that's okay, because you know what? You can buy these yourself like I bought my primary residence like this. So if you're like, hey, I don't know if I want to wholesale these because of how it's been going. Well, guess what? We can 150% buy these for our primary residences. I mean, guys, 13605 Comanche Grove in San Antonio, Texas, 3% interest, $0 down. And it was a $450,000 property. So that it's crazy. She had $60K in equity too, and we still got it for $0 down. So you can buy those houses to live in. And the only reason I say that they're not selling as much is in the price points above 150K. Below 150K, regardless of interest rate, they cash flow. So I'm heading out. Thanks so much, Steven. Bye-bye, guys. I appreciate you. Bye. My favorite part of the day. Bye.